my childhood best friend confessed his feelings for me. We are 22 years old and have known each other since we were 6. We have always been inseparable, doing everything together, going out, training, playing soccer, and more. Ever since we were very young. Our first drink, our first adventure, our trips. Almost everything was with him or in his presence. I have been dating the same girlfriend for almost 3 years and she is crazy about him. I have never let him down, even when he becomes single, as his relationships rarely last more than a few months. However, something happened yesterday. We were celebrating the end of the semester at my place, and at one point, he apologizes to me and confesses his feelings. He tells me that he struggles to control himself when he's around me. I never suspected that he was even bisexual after all these years. He starts crying like a baby. I was completely shocked by it. I didn't know what to say to ease the tension, while also struggling to understand it. The worst part is that I have no one to talk to about this, not even my girlfriend, and since yesterday, he hasn't been responding to me. Gore videos have left me afraid to live. What should I do? I'm always on high alert, looking around. I used to never lower my head for anyone, but nowadays I become meek even near a child, afraid of what might happen. I also imagine my family in the place of the people being mutilated, killed in these videos while I'm taking a shower. Does anyone know why the hell this is happening? I saw Luca Magnotta's video the other day, and the next day I had nightmares and woke up screaming. I couldn't even take my hand off my neck because according to my mind at that moment, someone would come and chop me off. I don't even know what to do. Me and my fiancé broke up because of my crazy sister-in-law. Me and my ex-fiancé were in a relationship for almost 2 years, got engaged after 1.5 years of dating. She had bipolar disorder, and her sister, fraternal twin, also had it. It was never a problem for me. I always tried to understand her perspective and be mindful of the limitations caused by the disorder. However, I noticed that she had a strong dependency on her family and sometimes struggled to think for herself due to the impact of the disorder on her life. My ex-sister-in-law had the same disorder but hadn't been fortunate enough to find someone who understood her, and she had only been in relationships where people mistreated her because of the disorder. In the middle of last year, my sister-in-law discovered that she had dissociative identity disorder, which essentially meant she was like the protagonist in Split, having multiple personalities. But that didn't affect my relationship since I was dating her sister, not her. The problem started when she began to lie about me, claiming that I said this or that. For example, she said that I mentioned couples who didn't have sexual relations before marriage would end up cheating, and my girlfriend and I had a celibate relationship by her choice as she was religious. These lies seemed odd to me, as I had never mistreated her or her sister. But I let it go, denying what she said about me, and moved on. Fast forward to 2 weeks before our 2-year anniversary, my ex called me angrily, demanding that I admit and tell the truth. I told her I had no idea what she was talking about. She then revealed that my ex-sister-in-law confessed that one of her alternate personalities had tried to seduce me and had been involved with me. Obviously, that never happened, and my initial reaction was disbelief because it was an absurd story to believe, especially considering the possibility of delusions due to the disorder. However, not only my ex but her entire family believed this story. It was hard for them to disbelieve their own sister, but I had already sacrificed so much for our relationship, and I had even planned our wedding. Yet, because she was so dependent on her family, I wasn't given the benefit of the doubt. There was no evidence against me, so it was my word against someone whom I didn't even know which personality was speaking. We broke up after the accusation, and I also wanted to end it. I felt betrayed and developed a serious self-esteem issue. I questioned whether my trust was worth less than someone who was out of touch with reality. I don't mean to attack people with this disorder, but it was clear that either it was a lie or hallucination. I felt like shit.